Hi everyone, and welcome to the daily scopes for the 29th of July. So on the 29th of July, Mercury makes a biquintile to Neptune, subtle energy, very subtle, and that entered on the 28th of July at 4:47 a.m. Strongest today, 29th of July at 5:53 a.m. and leaving today at 6:26 p.m. So yeah, subtle energy that can affect you more if you got strong Neptune, Jupiter, 9th, 12th house, 3rd house, or even 6th house energy, even though that's Virgo sort of energy, but still Mercury. So it can make you feel a bit more imaginative. It's good for all inner child work, connecting with your inner child, connecting with children in general, taking some time out to have some fun, water fighting. It is summer in the UK, who knows, just being silly, jumping on a trampoline, getting a bit messy, having a food fight outside the house. But yeah, before I get in trouble for giving anyone bad ideas, it's perfect for getting in touch with your sense of adventure and silliness, all forms of visualization work, creating a vision board and getting in touch with your intuition, gut feelings can bring rewards at this time. If you want to write about mystery, science fiction, the mystical aspect of spirituality, religion, or any other discipline, this energy supports that. Profound insight can be found. You could just be sitting there reading the book, listening or watching something, or something someone says may just prompt that kind of inner knowing. The information you receive may be hard for you to understand right now, but may hold some deep relevance to you for the rest of your life. So write it down, capture it somehow, voice note it, video record yourself talking about it, and go back to it at a later date if you feel you're not ready for it now. This can also be an elusive, illusionary aspect that can make you mistake fiction for fact, although you may not be aware that you're actually doing this, so just watch out for that. It's a great transit for magicians and any other sort of entertainment practice that requires the suspension of belief. So dream work, lucid dreaming, safely doing all of that is a good use of this energy. Also on this day, Mercury makes a square to the transit Moon's North Node, entering on the 28th of July at 6:27 p.m. and it lasts until 5:53 p.m. on the 29th of July and strongest around 5:58 a.m. on the 29th of July. So this adds to that imagination of the Mercury biquintile Neptune, this stimulated or challenged by karmic, fated communications, what you come to on intellectual, physical or higher consciousness exploration. Watch out for intellectual subconscious tricks, slyness and deceit. This energy can make you and others want to gossip endlessly. This is a gossipy week, really gossipy, more than others. But yeah, getting lost in unimportant petty matters. Try not to take in too much information, although this Mercury energy and the Mercury biquintile Neptune, it may be hard for you not to do, especially if you've got strong Gemini or Mercury energy in your natal chart. But taking in too much information can overwhelm you, lead you to burnout, so it's best to pick 1 to 2 things to research or focus on. Limit your choices to avoid being unable to make firm decisions. Contemplating or dealing with challenging beliefs can lead to more profound insight into your motivations and why you and others believe in the things that you do believe in. There can also be temptation to waste energy in gossip, endless research, searching for useless information online, or just meaningless socializing just to be distracted or just because you want to be silly, which can be because you're feeling dissatisfied with your life right now and you may just find yourself bored of your routine, so you're just taking action to rebel against your schedule or doing anything to distract yourself from the pain and suffering in your life. Instead of taking meaningful action to change your life, you may just stick to your comfort zone or take reckless action, drinking, overeating, overindulging in hookups and all of this. But this is bound to worsen your feelings of being restricted in the long run. as you may face restricting repercussions for your actions. Some of you may get into legal trouble because you may do something drastic to feel less bored and entrapped and all the rest of it. So be gentle, don't judge yourself. We all go through this, but just try not to be too reckless. You may not want to use the positive aspect of this energy, which will be to pick 1 to 2 things and just focus on them and take new information, but it may be better for you in the long run rather than wasting this time in frivolous gossip and rebelling for the sake of it. Do your best to avoid distractions like watching endless cat videos or scrolling memes and stuff. Try and make a plan, write down and voice note how you can bring the changes you want into your life, because hey, that's the only way they're gonna come. And the only way you can bring the changes is if you transform your thoughts and behaviours, taking positive steps to break away from your limitations once and for all. However, doing this may be hard because Mars also makes a semisextile to Chiron, what entered on the 27th of July at 10:43 p.m, strongest today on the 29th of July at 10:58 a.m, and leaving on the 30th of July at 11:22 p.m. So again, emotional, psychological wounds or early traumas rising to the surface, doing all you can to cover up your insecurities. So it's going to be really hard to take the higher road to try and stay in your work right now for some of you. Self-doubt, defensiveness and egotistical behaviour, and trying to prove your self-worth, climbing over others to get what you want can also happen. Aggressively trying to sort out your emotions by that drinking and doing anything else, as I mentioned, that cuts you off from your feelings. Easily being triggered by other people's wounds. Other people crying or talking about their problems can trigger your or yours, and because you don't want to go there, you may lash out verbally or physically. So this energy is best used to face your own problems head on, and it can be painful, so seek out help and support if need be. Mars semi-square Chiron can be a maddening time, especially with other energies I talked about today. Again, external events and people forcing you to confront, so that's bound to be something that you have to deal with or personally or help someone deal with today. And it's best to sort of take the slow and steady approach, especially if your behaviour can be perceived as neglecting the needs of others or yourself as well, because some of you may just be like, forget it, or you may not feel emotional, so you want to go after what you want, so go in for a negotiation or promotion, and other people can see this is insensitive at this time, so go for what you want, but try and use tact and diplomacy, and just remember that other people may be feeling down right now, and not to just sort of walk all over them because of it as well. Repressing your true desires will only make them explode out in self-destructive ways, so instead try and use your energy in a balanced way instead of forcefully wasting it, avoiding stepping into your power war, avoiding going down into those emotions if that's what this transit calls for you to do. So yeah, that's the daily scopes for the 29th of July. Take care and see you soon.